Welcome to Talking Britball Episode 2, a programme dedicated to getting to know each and every single team in Britball, whether that's Uniball, Adult Ball and the ladies. Drop us a message if you want to tell us your story, tell us how your club founded, because that's what we want to know. We want to know each club, we want to know what the plan is, the aims are, how the club started, how you got into football. But I'll leave you with some clips of the brilliant Plymouth Vanguard, who are our guests today, and I'm super stoked for this episode. Hope the heat's not too much, folks, but I'm going to leave you with this brilliant video. Here we go. Welcome to Talking Britball, Episode 2. I'm sure Josh will be back any moment. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce them properly. Okay, so we've got Josh Tector. He used to play and coach at the Cornish Sharks, Team Colorado, USA, Cornwall Monarchs, the Royal Navy American football team, and now at the Plymouth Vanguard. Then we've got Jack. Jack used to play for the Torby Trojans youth flag, Somerset Wyverns under 19s, rookie season of senior D1, SGS Pride, sixth form, and now obviously at the Plymouth Vanguard. I'm going to do this echo all day. And then we've got Alex. Alex has played for the London Olympians and he's now part of the Plymouth Vanguard. Gentlemen, how are we? Are we all good?
Doing amazing, thank you.
Doing amazing. Alex, how are you, mate? Is he frozen in for you? Oh. We can't hear him. And then we've got Josh. Oh, we've got Josh. We've got Josh's drawers, and I could have phrased that a lot better. Josh, how are you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, absolutely no idea what happened there. Just crash on me. So.
Well, we're live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. We're live on TikTok. It's going to be on all our podcast platforms in terms of Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Right, folks, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I want to get to know a little bit about you. First of all, let's get the hard thing out the way. Who is your American football team? Jack, you are up first.
Oh, it's the Raiders. Just win, baby. All day. Raiders. Come on. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Got
Fernando Mendoza season.
Honest to God. Okay, so we've got a Raiders fan. Josh?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, okay. Alex?
That's all a joke. Cheeseheads, Green Bay Packers.
Oh, Green Bay.
Oh my God.
Insufferably banned.
One of you stole our QBs, and Raiders are just irrelevant, to be honest.
Yeah, right. I'm a Bronco. Okay. I'm a Bronco, and I asked this question the other day. Right, so if the World Cup's on, and I want you to compare your team to the World Cup. For example, I'm a Denver Broncos fan, so I would compare us to France, which is the best team in the world. I would say Jack's a Raiders fan, so I'd compare them to Scotland, the worst team in the world.
Oh, whoa.
So, Alex, who would you say the Green Packers are like in the World Cup?
Do you know what? I think, so I'm Portuguese as well, so I support Portugal as well. And we always get hype, especially this World Cup, because our team was so good, but we always struggle to win. Same as Green Bay Packers, really. Good team, fails to win.
Awesome. Okay. Well, it's all right. Ronaldo will be at the next cup, age 62. It'll be absolutely fine. Josh,
what about he's 90?
I haven't watched a single minute of the World Cup. So maybe similar to Portugal, though, the Steelers, because they kind of got an aging person in the middle trying to distribute the ball, not quite in his prime, but his name still hangs on.
Okay, I can take that. And Jack?
I completely disagree with
Scotland.
Thank you very much. You know the New York Jets exist, right?
I know, yeah. Hey, and they're Wales, even worse. Go on, mate, you're up.
Yeah, man, you hate on the home nation.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything too crazy because the Raiders aren't a very good team, are they?
No, definitely not.
No, we're getting there. We're building. So
Just pick the country.
I'd see us as a team. We're slowly working our way up there. Someone like the Congo, they made it through a few rounds. They showed that they've got a bit of spirit.
Oh,
Spirit.
mate.
That's what I love turning NFL Sunday on for. Oh, my team's got spirit.
Honest to God, mate.
Yeah.
Like Jack, you are the most optimistic person I've ever met in my life, and I've never met
It's
you.
been nothing but delusion for the past 5 years, to be fair.
That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, right. So you guys play for Plymouth Vanguard. I like Plymouth. I think you're a good team. I think your social media is absolutely brilliant. We're going to get into absolutely everything, but let's find out about, you said some, sorry, man, if you hear the cat meowing and the dog barking, it's a crazy house. Jack, how did you get into American football, mate?
It was actually someone who's currently on the Plymouth Vanguard squad as well. So one of our wide receivers, he's called Joel Barton. We've been friends for years now. And I used to be a competitive powerlifter. And there was a time when he shot me a message one day and was like, hey, mate, would you ever want to consider trying to play American football? Took me out to a field, and within about 5 minutes, he went, yeah, you're a running back. And then he took me along to some tour-based sessions, and I just absolutely fell in love with the sport.
Brilliant. It's the best sport ever. I love other sports. I love football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. But I absolutely love American football. I'm excited as well for what's going on in here in the UK. Although people can be very critical of other things, there's loads of positive things like Union Jack Classic. I cannot wait for that. College football coming to the UK is a big deal, and then we're getting more NFL games in the UK. But for me, football just goes on all year because you've got April till September, October. Your Britball, Uniball starting September, October. And you've got the NFL, the European stuff.
Yeah.
It's excitement all year for me, so I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Alex.
Alex.
It's all right, to be fair.
Alex, how did you get into it, mate?
So yeah, a bit more new to it really. I started last season at the London Olympians. I'd watched American football since about 2012.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad bought me a Packers hat in TK Maxx one day, and he's like,
Poor lad.
Best support, most supported
They
team.
all went down, didn't it?
It could be worse, mate. You could be a Raider.
It could be worse. Yeah,
There's
it
nothing
could be a
wrong
lot
with being a
worse.
Raider, man.
And then, yeah, my passion just kept going up and up and up for the game. I played soccer the majority of my childhood until, last season I thought, let me try something new. Went down to London Olympians. I was living in London. And yeah, I sat the whole year really at QB. I was adamant I wanted to play QB. The coach said, oh, you're a pretty good athlete, so let's see what else you can do. But I was like, nah.
Did you just say he's not, Joss? Did you say?
No, I said he's good.
You said he's very good.
Oh, I think you said he's not. He needs to work on his cardio. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah, that's a fair point, to be fair.
Go on, mate. Sorry.
That's right. So I sat the whole year basically behind an American QB, my good friend Brandon at the Olympians. He taught me a lot, to be fair. Still quite useless now. Still learning with Mr. Joss over there.
Every day's a
but
school
yeah,
day.
I've just
Every day's a
fell in
school
love
day.
with it.
Every day's a school day.
So yeah, I moved back down to Devon and then looked around for a team. It was either the Vanguard or the Wyverns, but I didn't even contact the Wyverns, to be fair. The Vanguard setup just looked amazing.
What do you call it when you're playing Cornwall? The what bowl?
Pasty bowl.
Pasty bowl.
Yeah, two different ways
Oh, the naff names.
Please.
And the Danaway.
Please tell me there's a pasty trophy.
Yes, it's on our social media. Have you not seen it?
Has anyone got it on them?
Jack, it's easy for you to grab it. Put it in the WhatsApp group.
Put it in.
I've
Put it
got
in.
it on me. No, it's gone to one of our sponsors, the pub. It's physically, it's like a plinth with a 3D printed pasty painted on top.
That is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to upload it to the story. I'm not going to upload it to this.
Yeah.
That is absolutely brilliant. Josh, how did you get into football, mate?
I played football as a goalkeeper for by far the worst team in the Southwest in Cornwall. We got absolutely spanked every single weekend. But
were they like the Raiders of the South League football? Then?
Yeah, so we actually,
Mateo,
the
I
Newquay
don't know
Raiders.
what's going on here. What kind of agenda you've got going on?
We haven't got going.
And yeah, one of the guys I used to play football with played American football as well, and he said, you can catch, why don't you come along? Turns out I was, bang average at best. And yeah, so I enjoyed that.
Sorry, we'll go back to it in a sec. We've got 2 comments. I'm guessing the boys of yours. No, it's from the same person. An LFG, which I assume is Let's Flipping Go, clearly. LFG boys, and bro's got a cannon. I assume he's talking about you, Alex. Have you got a cannon?
He's talking about Joss.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
I can sling it a little bit. No, Alex has got an absolute cannon.
He was saying he was a QB before, so I assume. Anyway. Josh, as you were, mate. Sorry, I will stop to read out comments. So, folks, if you have any comments or questions, just drop them in. We've got the Instagram comments and we've got the Facebook and YouTube. Drop them on and we will answer them as long as they're PG friendly to a certain extent.
Josh, I'm struggling to find a photo of the pasty trophy on our socials. I don't think it's been posted on our Instagram.
Oh, maybe not. I'll have to find it. I will be.
It's not on the
2 seconds.
Yeah,
you go. Right. So, I want to get into your league. Josh is babysitting, so he'll be back in a moment. Let's get into your league. Let's get to your current standings. So, as it stands, Plymouth Vanguard atop. Played 7, won 6, lost 1, scored 160 points. Conceding only 34. So, how are you boys rating your current season?
It's going quite well, to be fair. There's obviously always room for improvement, but our defense is absolutely stellar. There's been countless times where they've bailed us out, and we can't thank them enough for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the defense makes a huge difference for us. You can see 34 points. I don't think they've let up more than 10 points. And if that wasn't from an offensive turnover, as in being the reason that the defense let over 10 points, then yeah, our defense is just outstanding. I think offensively, we started off hot. We stagnated a little bit, but we're picking it up a little bit more now. I just think, if we could keep it consistent for the whole season, we probably would have surpassed 200 points. But I think we're picking it up again, and we're picking it up at the right time. So as Aaron Rodgers says, I think we can run the table. Well, we've already run the table. We're at the top, but yeah, I think we can go all the way in the playoffs. That's probably the better way to put it.
So I want to go through these teams. Swindon Storm, they beat you, didn't they?
No, not Swindon.
Okay, so it was Somerset Wyverns that beat you.
At Taunton.
Yeah. Okay, what happened there? If you don't mind me asking. Be honest, look, be a champion of victory, be a champion of defeat. Like, we drew a game. I played for Lancashire Buccaneers. We drew a game, and when everyone's asking about me, we were Lincolnshire turned up and played a great game. But we also gave away 200 yards and penalties. Our discipline was horrendous. Say how it is.
I think it was just once it got down to near the end of the game, I think we were still down a score. We got to the goal line, and it was all very much hurry. People yelling this, people yelling that, and we kind of lost sense of what was going on, and it just backfired on us, and we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I think we didn't play our best game. I think we struggled to move the ball. I mean, the defense done well. I think our touchdown of the game was on a 4th and 1 sneak from like the 30-yard line, and we just took it all the way. So I think that kind of so I think that just explains our game really. We couldn't really score. I think we nearly scored on one of the last drives of the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
We marched all the way down the field, and we nearly scored to put it out 14-14, but we didn't, which is what matters most. But yeah, we just wasn't a good day for us offensively, and we could have done a lot better.
Listen, if every game was just like I've got a comment here from Joe. Joe's very chatty. I like Joe. Joe, if you want to join on, Joe, just drop me a message. If you want to send a link. What?
That might be one of our linemen.
No, you can join on. I love a lineman. Linemen, great people.
What's his last name? Joe.
Joe.bishops.7.
Oh, Bish.
Bish is great.
Yes.
Bish.
Come on, Bish.
He can come on as long as he doesn't swear. And he's not worth it. He's not worth it. Not worth it. If we're not breaking that streak. If you can promise not to swear, he's more than welcome on. Guys, what do you think of Somerset Wyverns? Josh, I'm going to come to you.
I think the Wyverns, from what I can tell, have just struggled with it. They've got a lot of big personalities, a lot of guys that have sort of transferred in, and to me, it looks like they've sort of struggled to find an identity. And that's not me at all slandering them at all. Like they do a lot of things really well, but you notice even like their social media, it seems there hasn't been a consistent pattern of life throughout the whole year. It's kind of chopped and changed. So it doesn't really feel like any form of their team has an identity that they can really fall behind. They've got some great players. They've got some up and coming guys. I think it's going to be a good couple of years for them if they can stick on the sort of retain the people they've got.
I've just got the pasty ball. Let me just see if I can show it to my phone.
Yes!
That is absolutely horrendous, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's awful, right?
So if they win, did they get that?
Yeah, yeah. So it chopped. It used to happen before between the Torbay Trojans and the Cornish Sharks back then. And so yeah, we just kicked it back into life. If we don't play the Sharks, the Monarchs, because we're in different divisions or conferences, whatever, then it will just be a pre-season thing or a post-season thing. It's supposed to be a bit of light-hearted fun and bringing some character to the the games rather than everything being so sterile all the time.
I don't know if
But,
it's me show me
sorry,
age.
it's like you were saying the other day. You wanted like stories and narratives in Britball to boost it, and that's immediately the pasty bowl. That's
100%. No. We like we want more from Baffa. That's all I hear is people want more from Baffa, and Baffa will acknowledge that. But we want more from each other as well. We've got to provide them stories. We've got to make these games interesting. I used Surge and this Black Country Steelers as an example. They've played each other like 8 times in the last 3 years. If that was me, maybe you could look at putting them. Let's say if Surge haven't won the last 4 or 5. I might be wrong there. But use that. Is this the one that we get this? Do we from the Steelers aspect? Do they increase the streak? And that's not me slandering them. I love both of them teams. So I'm just using that as an example. I think social media wise, teams have to be so much better. You look at your content is really, really good. Humber Warhawks, I love their game day stuff. Absolutely brilliant. And I always don't want to criticize because I don't want clubs to think I'm favoriting of clubs. I am pretty much the same with every single club. I like to treat every single club the same. But when there's some clubs that just don't want to do it. They might not have the personnel. I get it, but I think it's critical to get to that level. We talk Bristol Aztecs, for example. You look at their social media. You look at the controversy it's called. You're all talking about it.
Yeah.
Are you angry? Great. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on all that?
I think the Aztecs they're doing really well. Some people might not like how teams are getting 100 dropped on them. But, at the end of the day, if you're playing against 4 guys that have been in NCAA, there's nothing to stop you going up to them at the end of the game and asking some advice. Just asking them how they look at certain situations or what they do in certain drills. And
we've got a comment here. I'm good. I'll definitely swear. And then we've got Berkshire to beat Ipswich. Interesting.
DC.
Just quickly back to Somerset Wyverns. Do any of you have any more to say on Somerset Wyverns? Any funny stories from this year with the games with them?
Have you? I think I sent it through to the group earlier. Have you got the picture of the program I sent through?
I couldn't get it uploaded for some reason.
Oh no!
You can just explain it. I'm sorry.
So
this
season.
Yep.
So every game we do, same thing that Elliot Hoyt said for Bristol, that whilst we don't have a commentator, which is the next thing we want to go for, we do give out free game day programs. It has both teams' rosters, a bit of information, BAFRA adverts, and some sort of, there's always a little story from the head coach, etc., etc. So it's a good little handout that people can read at halftime or pre-game. We requested the roster from the Wyverns for their home game, and every other team did it this year, but the Wyverns just refused to. So we put together a hot fuzz version of the roster with a couple of really good pictures of the 2 main characters in Wyverns kit, and that was their game day roster. So that was done by our ops manager, and also it was done by who was it? Tom Maddox, one of our D linemen. They did an amazing job putting that together, and it's got the best response of any of the programs because people found it
didn't
hilarious.
even notice until post game when I was at home looking through it, and I read it, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't even notice.
You don't. You were playing.
I was in the same halls as the guy from Hot Fuzz, and it was what's your date of birth? 22nd February. What year? Every year.
Get out.
He was such get out. He's such a nice guy. He was like 6'12" as well. He's been a great lineman. Okay, Swindon
still can be.
So Swindon Storm. Any thoughts on them? They seem like a good bunch of guys.
Yeah, I think we've played them once, first game of the season, but I feel like first game of the season is always a write-off. Yeah. Well, for the time I've been playing, it's always a tough game to gauge what anyone's going to do, especially in Britball, because anything can happen. But yeah, I've heard they've got one or two of their good players coming back, or their better players coming back, which would be a tougher test for us. I think, like I said earlier, our offense is starting to click at the right time, so I wouldn't want to face them at any other point in the season.
We've got a few comments. Hope Mateo is enjoying playing with Foggy. Taught him everything he knew before we moved on.
Oh yeah,
yes,
Foggy was
he's a great guy, and he had his someone messaged me like we were meant to get your belly out when you're doing the interview. Next time we do an interview with Foggy, I will get my belly out and you'll inbox me to put it back away. Really, really good guy. He's an asset to you as well. He's a top-notch bloke. We've got another comment here. Diesel here regarding social media. There's only one thing worse than being talked about. That is not being talked about.
Yeah, that's our head coach.
That's head coach.
Oh, is it? Oh, why is he not on? Or is he squarer?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. He's a middle linebacker, so I think it speaks for itself.
Oh, Jack, we've got a comment here. It's a question. Jack, how does playing for Vanguard compare to playing for the Wyverns?
Yeah, come on, Jack.
Have that.
Have you pre-planted these questions? Because
no, that's actually my stepdad.
Oh, hey, stepdad.
He could have just come up and stood in the back.
Yeah, I know. So
I dare him. I double dare him. Come in and tell us an embarrassing story.
I don't.
Tell him to look at the scoreboard. There's the answer.
Yeah, I don't want to speak bad on any past teams, but last season with the Wyverns, it was we were in a very strong Division 1 conference, so very it was strong. And they just had quite a lot of their players leave to go up to Aztecs or where else. So it was a bit of a rough patch, but they fought till the end. They played every single game, never forfeited anything. So props to them. But it's nice to feel a win.
I mean, look, Div 1 is a very, very difficult division.
Yeah,
it is the biggest pain to also do all the artwork for power rankings. Why is my team not in it? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my god, just. But no, it was a really tough division. Unfortunately, there's some people who want to play Div 2, but there's some people who want to play Div 1. It's one of them. We do have another comment here. I am media trained too. You are more than welcome on, buddy, as long as you don't swear, because people claim to be media trained and swear. Okay, that leads us on to Cornwall Monarchs for the Pasty Bowl. What are they like to deal with? They seem like a really good bunch of guys, and their touchdown, I think it was against you guys, is still
it was.
hands down my favorite touchdown.
Thanks for posting that.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
The fact that the cycle just kept coming back around and back around as someone else would share it. I was like, poor dude.
Yeah.
That was a bad week.
We had our second swear word. Oh no. I don't know. I thought I heard the swear word. We'll go back to that.
I said back around, maybe the CK.
I heard something off. It's all right, don't worry. We'll crack on. Do you know what the thing is because someone messaged me going, they got beat. Why would you share a clip of someone got beat? Mate, celebrate every clip. Celebrate every touchdown, every positive yardage. You guys last season, you particularly didn't have you had a good start and then it kind of dived a little bit, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
But there was still bits you were celebrating because it was your first year. This is your second season, which is bonkers. Absolute bonkers. But yeah, when the club send me stuff like that, we're always going to post it. Because that was gold anyway. Hang on.
Yeah.
Two comments here. Two really young players on the panel. What is the immediate and long-term goals for Alex and Jack? Where do you want to be with the football boys? We'll go back to Monarchs in a bit.
Well, me personally, it's I've moved back down to Plymouth because I'd finished doing SGS up in Bristol. So in the long run, I'm not seeing myself playing pro or anything like that. But I'll take it as far as it can go. If it goes that far, incredible. If it doesn't, I'm still going to keep playing for the sake of it because I love the sport.
Okay.
For me, I think it's all about enjoyment. I mean, I'm at a point in life where I'm still quite young. I'm only 21, so I came to this sport quite late, I think, to have real aspirations for anything. But yeah, I've got a career behind me now and taking the next step in life. So I think it's just about having fun, really.
What are you doing for work, if you don't mind me asking?
So I did an apprenticeship, started 2 years ago, and now I'm a business analyst.
There's so many skills in this sport that are transferable to jobs. I've just got a job at Audi, and when I told them what to do, and the NFL and not the NFL, the American football and all that, I wish I could play NFL. That was part of the perk of getting me in. People skills and all that, working teamwork. There's literally loads of skills. The comment section's going a bit nuts, so I'm just going to read a few comments out. We've read that one out already. My dad is number 25 of the Vanguard team. It's nice to hear from some of the lads who play alongside him. He is the happiest he's been playing a game in a long time, and he wanted to play as a kid. That's brilliant.
Oh, is that Mikey Manton?
Michael Manton, yeah.
Let's go, Manton.
And then we've got a comment from Tyler Johnson. Jack
scores. Go away, Tyler.
And make the field. And we've got Dave Murray who's laughing at that comment. In terms of Instagram, our defense has been lights out all year from Joe Bishop. Joe, you may as well just come on, just don't swear. But it's let oh my god, the comments are going. We'll let the comments go for a bit. That's all right. Any more on them? It's been a struggle for them this year. I know it has, but getting through the season like this shows a ton of character. Build that for next season, but as you will.
Yeah, like they've so they've just taken on new members of their committee. It seems they're a lot more driven, and certainly from conversations with Rich Atkinson, their head coach, it's the most successful season it's been off the pitch. They've had a load of injuries to key players. Backups have had to step up. I think that if they can retain same as the Wyverns, they can retain who they've got. They've got a great core. They should be able to play with some success. I mean, hell, we're running an up-tempo offense, and we have a defense that's like 3 deep in places. We bring on a whole third down defense. So we have our first and second down. We bring on a whole new third down defense. And those guys were playing both ways, and they still played 100% every snap. Yeah. So they faced like all 53 of our guys in a game, and they still didn't quit. So it was a hell of an effort, and they are, it's a good team that got down there. We've
got a comment here. Cornwall are a tough team and have a regular, resilient group turning up. A lot of us have played for them over the years. Don't worry, mate. I knew what you meant. They do seem like a good bunch of guys. Someone sent us a message saying that they were forfeiting a game. I dropped them a DM going, hey, folks, really hope you're okay. We've had this message. And they were like, nope, game's on. I love that quick response, quick, resilient response. And I do wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season. Right. So,
man, if they could squeak a win over the Wyverns, that would definitely.
You guys don't like the Wyverns, do you? This is the Wyverns.
No, we don't know.
They've never. The Cornwall Monarchs have never had a 0-win season, so I'm just hoping that streak continues. Okay. Do you know? I started the Monarchs with the head coach as well.
Brilliant.
So as the Sharks failed, myself and Rich Atkinson, the head coach, and Laura Bonner, who's our secretary, was the chair of the Sharks. We started the Monarchs, so I've got a lot of love for the Monarchs. Always try and help them. We're donating some of the end zone markers to them, so they can have the ones in the back of the end zone that mark out the hashes and stuff. So no hate.
Josh, can I ask what you're drinking there?
This is just water after no one else decided they were going to drink beer.
Mate, I've had the wine. I can't drink wine on a PG friendly product, so I am on the water. But I was half. He's definitely got a beer in there. That's what I was thinking.
No, we got training tomorrow, Alex. We got to be smart about this.
I will.
Yeah, we've got to hydrate, as our teammates said.
If they had drinks, I'd make them run laps tomorrow morning.
Do you know what? We've got to comment here. Love for the Monarchs. If neither of you two don't turn up for training tomorrow and this drink excuse comes out, it's going to be great. So we've got.
I injured my leg.
We've got a comment. Who will end up with more points scored at the end of the season, Plymouth or Swindon? And that's from Jess, and she's a part of TD UK, by the way.
Easy.
Who? Answer it then.
Vanguard,
Us.
obviously.
What is it? 160s? Oh, they're not bad.
Mate, it's close.
Yeah, they're right by us.
157. Be decided in the last game, won't it?
I feel like that first game Swindon have got out the way, and they've just picked up. That's going to be a very good game, and I wish it was live streamed.
Yeah.
We are going to live stream at some point, but we just want the best product. It can't just be
you can use our product next year. Don't worry, I'll tell you about it after the goal.
All right. But we don't just want to do filming of like a game. We don't want a commentator and music and all that kind of stuff. So.
For context, for anyone in Britball, Uniball, the ladies teams, we will have a platform up in the next 30 days where you can live stream a game. You live stream it through our thing, and that's that. We'd like for anyone who wants to do it. The footage will stay up, so it's not a case of we're removing footage. We are very keen on people sharing footage. It baffles me when teams don't. Unlike team players, so you can get your program done. But let's move on. I want to get to know a bit about Plymouth. So, when did you guys form? Give us some information on that.
So this was August 4th, I believe. It was, August 4th, 2020. Oh dear, 2022, 2023. There we are. Good thing I can count. So the man on the left is JJ Saddleton. Man on the right is Rats. And this was us signing the constitution for Vanguard. We signed it in one of the local pubs. Went and had a chat. Nathan Coates, one of the officials, put us both in touch saying, "You two want to start a team." Yeah,
Nathan. Right.
I text Nathan saying, do you know anyone in Plymouth who might be interested in starting a team or going from there? And put me in touch with JJ. JJ had been having the same conversations because he played for the Torbay Trojans, and we merged. So we just both became directors of a company and went from there.
We've got two comments. Swindon versus Plymouth last game is going to be great. Both teams have excellent defences, but worry for whoever comes second with a very hard game against the Cardinals awaits. Either way, the game between Vanguard and Storm will be a banger. I'm sure it will be. Going back to how you started, love Nathan. Nathan has helped me out loads. He's a great guy. I go to him for if there's a video, I'm not too sure whether to post it. Nathan gives me the yes or no on that, really. But Jack, this is your first season here. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Alex, was it our first ever rookie day though, Jack?
Oh, was he?
I was, yeah. I was
and then he left you
when I came down.
He sold you.
We sold.
He sold
you. Oh, hang on.
That's why you're not RB1 then. It's still hard.
It's still hiding this. Great running back.
Someone passed.
Yeah,
someone passed the spoon to Alex. Alex, have you been there 2 seasons then?
No, I joined close towards the end of the off season this year. I think a couple of weeks. How many weeks? Probably 5 or 6 weeks out from the start.
This one isn't for Josh because he's been listening to the get go. What was the first thing what was the first impression you got when you joined there? Was it oh, this is good, they're a good bunch of guys, or I don't like him,
No, it was brilliant. I went to the one of the first rookie days because our Somerset training had been cancelled, so I thought, while I'm down here, I may as well go. And it was really good. Everything was ran really smoothly. Coaches knew exactly what they were doing, and it just gave a sense of professionalism. So when I rocked up, my first practice of officially being part of the team, it was everyone bought into the same goal. There was a culture already set, and it was a great big group of dudes who all had one common goal in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, okay. I think so. I was in Div 1, complete other side of the country, and come down to Devon. And it's funny because as in the principles and the things that teams do are the same. And it was like, oh, it's refreshing. Like, this is something that I know. Obviously, the teams are completely different. One's Div 1, one's Div 2, and this is a very new team. But like things like the warm-up, it gives you a sense of you're still comfortable. Yeah. You still know what you're doing. You're part of a new family. But I think as time went on, I just started to realize this is actually a really well-run club. And the fact that there's things like the membership is so cheap and the things we put in place.
How much is the membership? For anyone who wants to join Plymouth Vanguard, by the way, you can contact them on the social medias. I'm sure they'll plug it in later. But how much is the membership to join?
Is it £14.50
a month? I think, yeah.
How much?
$14.50 a month.
That's not bad. Netflix is more expensive. Why watch Netflix when you can play for the Plymouth? Hang on, wait. You can play for the Plymouth Vanguard. it does seem like a really good club. I play for Chester Romans, and you talk about warm up. By the way, Chester Romans pre-game stretches. We used to have "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, and we'd all be sat there doing our stretches. And then the moment the drums, we'd all run in. Ric Flair, who's going on? That was my favourite thing we used to do at Chester. But I left Chester. I joined Lancashire Buccaneers because the culture and everything just seemed absolutely spot on. There was a good bunch of guys, the coaches and all that. And I went from Div 1 to Div 2, but it was the culture. That's what attracted me. What would you describe the culture like at Plymouth, folks?
It's everyone takes accountability for each other. If you make a mistake, someone's going to call you out on it, but they're not going to be, they're not going to be harsh about it. They're going to say, look, let's work on it. Let's improve. There's been times I've seen maybe someone drops a ball during the game, and then one of our tight ends, GTH, he'll pull them aside and go, right, me and you are going to go and catch 10 balls on the sideline now before you go back in. And it's really good. Everyone always helps each other out.
We've got a question for Jack. And hello, John Jose. I've just seen he's watching. Jack, as a rookie, what's the best piece of advice you were given when you first started? I'm going to assume to catch the ball. But you tell me the best piece. Yeah.
Take a photo of the ball. A lot of people, I used to do it all the time. The ball's coming in, a lot of people tend to look away straight away, and then you lose it. Everyone in our team has always said, as soon as you feel the ball in your hands, stare at it and take a photo. And then that way you'll know it's secured. And, when I was in Torbay doing youth, it was, people used to celebrate if I caught a football during training. It was that bad. Like, I used to get a round of applause for catching one ball. But,
we don't quietly do that anymore.
I won't lie, mate. So they've got me. All I want to do is kick field goals this year. And my coach was like, "You're playing H slot." I was like, "Okay, what's that mean?" I played the line like 7-8 years. I don't know anything else. He's like, "You're going to be catching the ball." They've yet to throw the ball at me. I've not really had much time anyway. I knew that because I'm very much a part-time player. But if they throw the ball to me and I catch it, whether it's a minus yards or plus yards, I promise you, I'll go Facebook Live doing karaoke with bottles of Jägermeister and bottles of.
You can't get rid of that now.
I don't care.
What's the fancy dress going to be?
Oh, we're doing Lancashire Buccaneers, and we're getting a coach there, and on the way back we're getting a coach back as Pirates.
But what's your particular fancy dress going to be for when you catch your?
Mate, I don't know, mate. I've got a cheerleader outfit or whatever floats your boat. Austin Powers.
Excellent cheerleader outfit. We all heard it.
What's
the name
Vader,
of your QB?
You name it.
What's the name of your QB? Because I'm going to message him in a minute and say.
Oh, mate, we got loads. Just message the Lancashire Buccaneers. They'll sort that. But it's such a good club, our club, and your club gives me the same vibes. You're all together and stuff like that. I want to go to this picture here. This is your first ever training session. A Vanguard shirt. I will do karaoke in a Vanguard shirt. Yeah, sure, mate. Not a problem.
Yes, David.
Yeah.
We'll get you one.
We've got a catch of +1 is fantasy point regardless. Oh, hang on. We got some other comments here. Someone clip that one Bucks player throwing the ball at you next weekend, please. Oh, my God. What have I put myself in for here? But...
That's why I wanted to make sure you said that sequence of words.
Well, do you know what?
You're going to get
on the record
targets now, Mateo.
Oh, mate. Hang on. What's the plan for the Plymouth fancy dress coach? Can I give you an example? If you do have a fancy dress coach trip, WWE wrestlers.
Oh,
that is a good one.
Like
I could go as Hornswoggle. I'm very laughing that.
But one of our guys, for some reason, every time there's a picture of him, we put him, we chat GPT him as a picture as a duck, and this has gone mental within our group chat, and apparently he's going to be coming as a duck to our bus party. But
awesome.
Can you imagine when we stop at services, if you're a security guard, the plan is he's going to run first, and we're all going to chase him. So imagine you're a security guard, you can't be bothered working a Sunday, you look up and you can see a giant 6'2" duck getting chased by 25 pirates drunk.
Brilliant.
It's going to happen. So, Josh, you were here at this training day.
I'm the guy in the middle with an arm in the air.
Okay. Because that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Love that. How many of them players are still there? What did you learn from the first get-go? Give us some info.
I'm trying to count that. I think there's about 3 or 4 are still there from that group, and none of the coaches. So the notable ones are me and probably our one of our other QB, except for Alex, are the ones in that picture that are still here. Everyone else has either retired, moved on, or gone to other teams. So
is this Dave Morrison? Is this Dave Morrison here with the orange boots on the
no,
left?
that's Tristan Walker. He played defensive line. He was our original number 99. Dude's a Viking.
That's Sayer in the Ravens t-shirt, isn't it?
That's Sayer in the Ravens t-shirt. Yeah.
Sorry, folks. We're always going to go for the comments. Love the atmosphere around the Vanguard. When I've been able to get down there for training and for the first game versus Somerset, and that's from Rosa Landes. And then we've got a comment from Joe Bishop. Give me a hell yeah. Joe Bishop, I've been there for a while, and this was before me. Oh God, all these comments going off here. Jack, if you go as Hornswoggle, I'll have to go as Finley Wright, and that's what Tyler Johnson. Clip that. Why are all the QBs called Alex? And someone's put nice beard though. Okay. As you were, Josh, before I rudely interrupted you, I do apologise. Commentators.
I've got no idea what I was saying. Like these are all rookies, really. It's three or four senior players. A couple of Navy guys who have moved on up to different drafts and things like that. But yeah, I think we had this, and then we doubled our attendance for the second one. So we had these guys come back, and then the same again. And ever since then, we've never really had less than 30, 35 at practice, Jack, which sounds about right.
How many players and coaches are in your squad?
BAFA roster. It's 105. I just checked before I came on. Wow. We tend to take about anywhere between 48 and 55 to a game.
Wow. Like I said, a lot of dudes bought into the same goal.
That's mental. I mean,
so where's the other half?
You tell me.
Oh my God.
All I can say is they're paying the club.
So
that's why Josh is not saying anything.
Yeah. I look at the roster as I'm going through with the opposition. I'm like, yeah, he's not here. He's not here. He's not here. He's not here. Oh, that guy's here.
Alex, your face when he said that was like the noise was the old Wi-Fi connecting noise. Like the, oh my God. Okay, so as it stands, you guys are in the playoffs. Okay, you're top seed in your group because Ipswich you've lost the game. Ipswich have got the number 1 seed. Who is it? Is it Ouse Valley? You'd be standing to play.
Ouse Valley.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you win next week and you play Ouse Valley. What's going to happen?
Go on, boys.
Gonna win.
What?
They're coming to Plymouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a tough journey.
We're gonna have to open up a can of whoop-ass.
I thought you were going to say something else. Stone Cold reference.
Yeah, I think I checked it out as a 4.5 hour coach journey. So
I did look it up.
That's looking like
Mate, I did that in the last game against Gateshead. It was 4.5 hours. There, 4.5 hours back.
It's just not easy. It's not conducive to go and play a game if you're going to sit down and coach them that long.
Yeah,
and then get up and do something really physical.
I think the furthest we've travelled so far was it not the preseason against Oxford?
But I do that on purpose. I always pick a really long game, a really tough opponent. We purposely always play a team that are above our predicted standard for game one, and then we will also make sure it's a decent travel. You can tell the guys that are bought in that really want to be there, and it sort of builds that culture. An away game's always great because the guys go on to coach together, they build friendships. It's always great.
I have to ask a question because it was on before. I don't know if any of you watched it, but it was mind blowing. Did anyone watch the London Warriors game, by the way?
I wasn't able to catch it, no.
That last sack had me out of my skin.
I nearly broke my MacBook. It dropped. Like I was literally celebrating like it was my team. Like for anyone who doesn't know, London Warriors, they scored a touchdown and converted the field goal with 40 seconds to go, and they sacked with the player from Alpine Rams with literally the last second of the game. Brilliant game, really good, well done, and well done to London Warriors. What are your thoughts on all the European stuff, the EFA, the AFLE?
I love it. I think it's great.
There's a lot going on.
As much European football as possible, as much football as possible. The more, the better.
Yeah. I think now that we've got a team that represents the whole of the United Kingdom, I think that's great. It gives all the young guys a path to look towards and somewhere they can go to Not just thinking, oh, I've got to go straight to D1, and if I want to make to the NFL, I've got to go to America. Do you know what I mean? So now there's an option, and that's not as maybe costly, or they don't have to go elsewhere in Europe, as well as the NFL Academy, of course. So yeah, I think it's great, and it's more football for us to watch.
I have a question for Josh. Josh, you seem to me like you like a challenge. Would you ever arrange a game against a Division 2 team in like Germany or France?
Oh, so 3 goals for Vanguard. Okay, these are my 3. These aren't sequential order.
Go on.
Live streamed game with commentary. Is to play a game abroad. I can't remember the third. I've put myself on the spot. Completely
Get a ring.
Completely got it.
Get a ring.
Yeah, that kind of comes with the rest though. But yeah, like my off the field stuff. I would love to play. Love to play a game in Europe, and that would tick a massive box for us. It's just a case of we need to find the finance to make sure that the guys aren't paying for all the travel. But we would want to go away. We want to go and make a weekend.
Be brilliant. We've had another comment: Berkshire to beat Ipswich from ES18178. They clearly don't like Ipswich. And then Joe Bishop, do it, Joss. I think we've got another comment here. Tor. That's from Pat Turner. Pat Turner seems very, very keen.
Tor?
I don't know who Pat Turner is, but hey, Pat.
That's one of our DBs.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I love is your guys' social media. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play a very loud clip. I do apologize. It is quite loud. But here's a clip from you guys. Great little promo clip there. Who does your media, by the way? Like, who does all them clips for you?
We've got quite a lot of different photographers and videographers that some of them will show up certain game days, some of them won't. But I think from the top of my head, we've got Tom Anthony Media, Reese Foster, and then I think Joss's wife, Roxy, she does lots of photography for us as well, Roxy Tector. So yeah, we got loads of, even some of our players, sometimes if they're not there to play or they're injured, they'll bring out a camera. It's really good. Everyone wants to make sure that our social media level is at the best it can be.
I asked you before about Ouse Valley, and you guys think you're going to win. How do you think you're going to get on against Swindon?
Same answer. Ain't nothing changed.
Oh yeah.
Like, give me. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pick this as my game of the week next week. So this will be the one where people can win. I think it's £80. £80. Sorry, 1 minute.
£80.
£80. What score? Go on.
You know what? I was looking at the scoreboard, right, and we're on 160 points.
Mm-hmm.
I won that 200.
Okay.
You
think 40 points to what? Come on, Alex.
Well, with our defense, less than 10.
So 40 points to 10. 40 points to 10, yeah? Okay, Jack, what do you think?
I'll go alongside with Alex here. We've got to be confident, or, you got to have the right mentality for it. So I'll say 40-8.
40 points to 8. You heard it here first. And that is, hang on, let me let Josh back on. I'll get his prediction. Is he coming back on? There he is. 2 points. Josh, I would like to know your prediction score for the game next week. Can you hear me, mate? Josh, can you hear me?
Check.
Nope.
No.
I think he can.
Can you hear me?
Okay, mate. We want to know what you think is going to be the score next week.
Let's go with 35-7.
35 points to 7. Question, do you think the time travel makes a huge difference as players? I'm going to go to you, Jack, on this one.
Yeah, it absolutely can. Because, it's just like Josh said earlier, you drive 4.5, 5 hours, sat down on a coach, maybe you get one service station stop. And then, as traveling players, you get there later than the home team. So we get maybe an hour, 2 hours pre-game, and then we've got to go and play 90 minutes of football. So it can be quite taxing just sat there the whole time. But yeah, it definitely does. And that's why you see quite a lot of teams who people expect to win certain games. Maybe they travel and then they lose, and people go, "Oh, well, how come they lost?" And well, maybe it's because some of their players can't make the travel, or they can't go that far because they've got to be here on Monday, this and that.
Yeah.
So in Britball, it does make a big difference, the traveling.
An example to add to that as well is we've got a player in our team, left tackle, 66. We call him Bubbles.
Bubbles.
And he must be
he's the biggest man you'll ever see.
He's like
Bubbles.
6'5". Yeah, he's like 6'5" and more than 150 kgs probably easily.
200 kilo plus with ease.
Yeah, and imagine him on a National Express coach or any sort of coach going 4 hours up the road somewhere and then getting off and then having to play a game.
How often do you guys train?
We do once a week on a Sunday until we lost a game. And then we started implementing Wednesday unofficial sessions because we hated the fact we lost a game so much.
Love that.
Actually,
Love that.
funny story. Post-game loss, me and Josh started running laps as a punishment for losing the game.
Hey, be a champion of victory, be a champion of defeat.
All cargo trousers, he just joined me. We started doing laps.
Okay. I have right. So we've mentioned the Swindon, and we've mentioned Ouse Valley. Okay. Let's say you get to the final. A lot of people saying it's going to be Ipswich. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But if you get to the final against Ipswich, are you winning?
We're going to face the Swindon Storm for once. I love the Storm. Just so you know.
So you think the Swindon Storm will beat Plymouth, Ipswich?
Yeah. So like, I've kind of I've sat and I've married up how they face each other. And I think that Swindon have got everything they need to beat them on the right.
So like my team had this last year. So we finished second. It was the Gulag season last year, and we were going up against Humber, and everyone was like, "Humber will beat us." They've played 8 games. They've won 8 games. And what it was the league that they were in at that time particularly wasn't that great. And when they came up against us, I think we won like 26 points to 5 or something like that. Is that what you're saying here? Maybe Ipswich's league isn't as good as your league?
Just from looking at the it's either in one or two ways, right? It's either ridiculously balanced, and every team is literally winning by one or two players on the field, or being the better team on the day, or they are not as good as like the Wyverns or the Storm. Like if Storm were in that division, would they be top? That's
We've got a few comments here. We've got one from Wakefield Raiders. Shout out to Jack, the Raiders' favourite Vanguard player. Hopefully we can meet in person in the Div 2 final. Joe Bishop.
Any team with the name Raiders, I'm obviously going to gravitate towards them. But obviously Vanguard comes first.
That's my boys. Afro _ Dan, who's your favourite receiver?
Oh, no.
Dan Oates, is it?
Yeah. Favourite receiver?
Yeah.
All of them, I think.
Oh, that's a cop-out. Actually, on the topic of travelling, especially from Plymouth to Swindon, how are you guys feeling number-wise? How many guys have you got for this game?
I don't know. It's easy way to find out. I've got a list. I made it. It should be 25, looks like early 50s.
That's for a away game. That's great. So it has been going really well on the field. I'm going to put a clip on. Let's have a little look at this.
Is this the lineman touchdown from Cornwall?
Hang on, I've got a comment. No. No, I've got a comment here. You know about cop-outs, Mateo. I've never copped out of anything, have I? Maybe, don't know. Blame the red wine. Let's put this clip on. brilliant. Who's that guy in the background just like sprinting down the pitch?
That's him.
Is that you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's him.
That's
It's
all
one
I
of the
get.
blocks
I'm gonna
makes
play that again. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, Jack.
I'll tell you the real reason I actually did that. And Dan, I'm really sorry, but me and Dan Oates, the person who scored the touchdown, we were at Torbay together. That's where we first met, really. And as soon as I saw him pull that ball in, I thought I can't let him have good photos. I just had to get in. I had to get in his way to try and ruin it as much as I could.
Oh, you're a terrible person. We've got a
We
few
actually
comments
got-
here. If you could play any Northern Div 2 team or any Prem team, who would you want to face? Let's say the Northern Div 2 team, because that's who you're going to play. In the
Wakefield.
final, you've got the options of Rossendale, really good team. Lancashire, really good team. Lincolnshire Bombers, really, really good team. And Wakefield Raiders, or Birmingham as well, two really good teams. I've said really good too many times there. But who would you just want to play?
Oh,
The
Wakefield
closest
away.
team.
The final is in Staffordshire Surgeons ground, so it doesn't matter.
Ah, okay.
Who do you want to play in the final?
So we play the Rosendale Bucks in our associate league. Those guys are great. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they travelled down to us to play down when we played at a different pitch, and yeah, they were a great team. Really like those guys. I would like to see Ollie Hamer again, though. That would be a great.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Ollie, so.
Gents, anyone else?
It's got to be Wakefield.
Lancashire.
Well, okay, two for Lancashire, one for Wakefield.
Oh, to be fair, Lancashire would be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Play against you, Mateo.
Yeah, you get to see me. Yeah.
We get to see you catch that ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ping 2-2 and everything. We got some comments here. We've got Jack screaming for a lateral. Speedy Gonzalez right there. And also, are you bringing the merch on your tour? I assume you will be. Away game merch type beat. Diesel here. That's the fastest I've seen Jack run. Reunion with Foggy in the final. Instagram. What have we got on Instagram? Some of us play O-line and sprinting anywhere is a hassle. Oh my God. Right. Gents, what is the plan? This season, next season, what's the plan over the next few years for Plymouth?
Win.
Okay. Josh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd love to take the sort of like the glory of winning the Div 2 crown, but ultimately, I think Div 1 and Div 2 are going to merge next year anyway. That's how I can see everything falling. There's been rumours for a while, 2 years. They've been trying to do it. I think it's the right thing. I know a lot of people don't, but I think it drives those teams that are not quite as capable as the others to holds everyone to a higher standard.
Me personally, I don't want it.
You don't want it?
I'll tell you why I don't want it. Merge Prem. Do what you want with the Prem. I don't think it benefits a lot of Div 2 teams. There are some people who just want to play this sport, train once a week. The people who want to get promoted are doing what you guys are doing in Div 2, training twice a week, a few Zoom calls. There are teams that no one should not be able to play this sport, and I think doing that you'd have teams like Cornwall, teams like Lee, other teams that are going to struggle. And I'll give you an example, a live example. Aberdeen Roughnecks, look what's happened to them this season. They're a Div 2 team. They should be playing in Div 2. They're in a Div 1 team. We've got ridiculously hard games, including 2 tough fixtures against Newcastle Vikings. That's what you're going to see. How is a team going to retain players? What do you learn from getting beat 100-0? Some bits, but not much. That's my argument for it. I love football. I think it's the best thing in the world. And I think I get why people want it. I do get why people want it. It would make traveling a hell of a lot easier as well for a lot of teams. But I think you have to look at the bigger picture as well.
I think ultimately it's where do you want the sport to go? Do we want something that's on a par with the European leagues or with even some small high school games out in the US? Do we want that? Or do we want pub teams kicking over on a Sunday that no one really goes to watch? I see nothing wrong with having a league and then having teams that are associates. They can organise their own game, recover their own insurance, they can have BAFTA officials, but they don't detract away from what's already happening. and then if they choose to, let's say us, for example, if we built a good culture, we were in a place where we were able to be, we had good teams, a good staff. We said we're ready to enter the league, we're ready to play some competitive.
Yeah.
We go and do that. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like, people think that you've got to go 1 year associate straight into the league. There's nothing wrong with being. I think Rosendale were planning on, they did a year associate and a year half associate because Baffa put them in the league as long as they would play certain teams. Now they've come in a stormer.
That was always going to happen in Rossendale. Rossendale would play anyone. I helped arrange a friendly between Chester Romans and Rossendale. I was bouncing off the walls when I found out Rossendale beat Nighthawks in one of their in their games. Rossendale are a really, really good club. I'm a big fan of them, and they're learning and they're going and learning and they're doing it in the right way, kind of like you guys as well, because it's your second season, you're still going to be learning stuff. But I can't remember a team being as good as them in the debut season. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think it's good for football as well. And in an area there's a lot of teams, within an hour's drive of me, there's Staffordshire Surge, there's Chester Romans, Merseyside Nighthawks, Manchester Titans, Lancashire Buccaneers, Merseyside Nighthawks, if I've not already said them, Rossendale Bucks. There's quite a lot of teams, within the hour. So fair play to them. My wife's home. Okay, we'll see what's going on there. But no, fair play to them. Brilliant club, and it doesn't surprise me, and it wouldn't surprise me if they won next week and they had a decent playoff run as well. It is going to be an interesting season. Gents, we are coming to the end of the show. I want to thank you all for coming on. I really do wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season. And you know what? I hope I do see you at the final, because we'll have a bloody good drink after it, and you'll see me on karaoke, 100%. Before we leave, how can people get in contact to play for Plymouth Vanguard for next season?
If you happen to live within the catchment area of Plymouth, anyone on social media, I run all the social media channels. Everything comes through to me anyway. So yeah, the best way is just reach out, come along. I know the transfer window is closed, but next year we will be accepting new players.
Guys, I really want to thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you on again, whether it's on the Audible, whether it's on Monday Night Huddle. I believe you have a lady player. I might have misseen that before. Is that correct?
Yes, we could send her your way.
Yeah, we've got her huddle. We'd love to get her on that, or the NFL stuff, or the Britball stuff. Stream the Swindon game. We all need to see it. There's a lot of people who want to see that stream. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you can pull something out of the bag.
We've got facilities to do it, but we're not going to do it unless we can do it properly.
I love that.
Sorry, I do have one quick question from one of our linemen towards Alex. Alex, Joe Bishop would like to know, who is the best offensive lineman under 5'7" that you've ever played with?
Answer the question.
It has to be him, doesn't it?
I think he's the only one we've ever played with.
Oh,
the only one I've ever played with.
We've got one more question, and we're going to finish on this question.
Well, do you mind if I chime in one thing at the end? Only a little snippet.
You do that, and then I'll do the question.
Okay. My phone overheated. It's totally dead. I don't know what.
Okay.
So that's why I flipped this. But with you were talking about social media.
Yes.
Pay £370 a game for our team. I know a lot of teams don't. They have free photographers, etc. So we have 2 videographers, a videographer and the VO, which we use for everything. So that's why it all looks so good. I can't take any credit. They provide me with finished products and I schedule them. But I think that's what does set us apart, is we are willing to pay the auxiliaries that we have around the team. Instead of relying on a free photographer to turn up and do half a job, we pay the guys that have got.
I love that.
We've got a media university in Plymouth, one of the best in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be silly for us not to use those people.
Yeah.
So we've got Tom Rees, who are the pros that do it. My wife Roxy as well is pretty damn good. So they'll come up and they make us look so good.
Yeah.
We've got a few comments here. Just on that, by the way, I do want to say, you guys look set for Div 1. You've set yourself up for Div 1. So if it does come into place, you can get them streams going on. And with your squad size, you are looking like a really, really good club. And that's what me Brown knows. I would say, if I didn't think so, I'd say use it in the right direction, if you get what I mean. So we've got a few comments here. Prediction for this evening: England against Norway.
3-0 England.
3-0 England. Okay, Joss?
1-0.
1-0. Okay, Alex?
3-2
I thought I was going to
England.
go for Norway. Rest of the comments would also be interesting to see a Swindon to TD UK show before Sunday.
Ooh.
I have a free slot next week. If you guys want to come on, Swindon, you are more than welcome on to come on. It's at Swindon, so closer for TD UK to come down. We're all over the UK.
Oh, hang on. If that does happen, you get Swindon on here. Can we hear your prediction before you get Swindon?
My
on?
prediction.
Let's hear your prediction now before you speak to Swindon.
Your prediction back to Storm.
I think you get beat.
Ooh.
I'm joking. No, I think you win. I think when you get that first victory, you win a lot of the psychology battle. Psychology, that aspect of it.
Been there before.
So, yeah, I say that, but then you look at
You see my T-shirt.
you look at Leicester Panthers. I can't see your shirt, mate. It's dark. It's nearly as dark as Alex Santos's room. You'll have to
Storm. This is our PV against Swindon T-shirt.
love that. And then balls in your court, Mateo. Let's see the game streamed on TDK. They can stream it on TDK. I've got no problem doing that. Thanks, Mateo, for growing the sport. Hey, we all grow together. But folks, that's been Talking Britball episode 2 with the Plymouth Vanguard. We will see you next week. Or maybe Swindon Storm. We may not even get anyone. We'll see what happens. But I've been Mateo.
I've been Jack.
I've been Joss.
I've been Alex.
He got there eventually. Folks, we will see you next week. We appreciate all the love, all the comments. England are going to win. 3-1. It's coming home. And we will see you next week, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this episode. It's been sponsored by Fozzard Financials. Fozzard Financials provide personal protection or insurance cover for your